This is Due By Friday, a weekly challenge podcast with Merlin Mann, Alex Cox, and Max Temkin. This week's challenge, get a haircut. Hello?
Hello.
Max isn't here. Let's talk about Doctor Who. Oh no. You seem a little soured.
No, I'm fine.
Oh.
I like starting on time.
No, we have to stop talking about Doctor Who. Is it bad that I think she's hot? I thought Matt Smith was hot. Max, do you think Matt Smith is hot?
Which one is that?
Big chin boy.
Chinny.
Oh, he's the Queen's husband on that. He's
Yes.
the Queen's husband on that show.
The Crown.
The Queen.
Yep,
Crown.
The Queen.
Yep, the Queen. The
Everyone's
Queen.
favorite show, The Queens.
Do I think he's hot? No, he has a lumpy face.
Oh.
Merlin, can I start with follow-up?
Yes, dig it.
Well, Alex has got a whole thing of note cards here.
Well, I stole them for Max because we did not get through the stack. We got through OP1. We got
right.
through the Starbucks uniform. Got through
Oh,
a
I
treat.
love that you brought the cards back. Wow.
Wait, this is like my worst nightmare in life. Is that all the little note cards I write, someone's going to follow behind me and make
You
sure
left him in the studio.
and they're going to yell
My
at me if I did them or not.
Better.
What did I just left him in the studio like a goddamn ape.
Better Finder. No, we talked about that.
Better find a renamer.
Hey, producer Chris, can we turn Merlin up in the headphone mix the same way that we do every week that we record?
Hello.
That's great. Thank
Sorting
you.
and purging design files. Oh, one thing that has haunted me all week. You came in all jazzed about a new credit card.
Oh, right. Max's new credit card.
Yeah.
Oh,
wanna
I
hear about
know.
the new
I just thought it was
credit
fine.
card. This is like the time when you're like, well, for complicated reasons, I had to get to work a certain way. I just thought about it for weeks and weeks and weeks.
I just thought it was funny. I don't even remember how this came up, but
You said you had a funny story about your credit card and you prepared a funny bit.
I don't remember what I was going to say, but basically, I met with like my banker. I had my like once a year meeting with my banker. And he was like, "You should get a better."
Banker.
Do you guys remember? I do.
You
I have a-
flushed a Chicago Tribune down his toilet.
Yeah. So, do you guys remember when I think we talked about this on this podcast, the whole idea of like when I went to get the house, I realized that I had no credit because I've never had a credit card. And and around that time I changed from my college. I had my college Super Savers PNC checking account. And I just had like every dollar I had ever made was in my PNC College Super Savers checking account, and that was bad. So I got a banker at a better bank, and he was like, "Okay, you got to get a credit card and establish credit." So now I use that, and then he came back to me and he was like, "Listen, like now that you've used the credit card for a couple of years, or a year or whatever, there's a better credit card that you should get." And I was like, I don't really know how I feel about the idea of like better or worse credit cards because number one, I've never paid $1 on the credit card because I don't carry a balance, right? Like, so I only spend things on the credit card that I can afford and then I just pay it off immediately. So I don't really care what the terms of the credit card are that much.
So I'm actually, so you had a credit card but just didn't carry a balance,
my banker,
no credit existed?
No. Okay, so here's the deal. So I went to a better bank and the banker gave me that blue card that everyone has, the Chase Sapphire preferred card. It was that's a good card. I don't know.
Right.
If you Google what's the best credit card, that one comes up a lot. And and basically
I'm going to have to Google which credit card will they give me.
so
Thanks, Simple.
so
Beep, beep.
Amazon declined me. All right, I'm sorry, Max. I want to hear the credit card story.
don't get a credit card for a tech
You
startup.
bought a
Like
fancy
they can't
house
even
and got a
keep
credit card. Go ahead.
So, okay, so then I established some credit, and my banker was like, "You should get a better credit card." And I was like, I don't really believe in this whole idea of like better credit cards because I heard a story on Planet Money that they were like, they did a whole story, and they were like, "What makes people choose a credit card?" And they were like, and there was like, this thing is like really well studied because banks want to know like why do people pick the credit card that they pick, and basically it's like, is it that they get better points on like travel, or is it that the card is accepted more places, or is it that it has like great rates and they figure out their spending habits, or is it the limit? And
Max, did he look at you like a doctor looks at me when I bring a WebMD printout?
I was just thinking the exact same thing. That's exactly what I was
no,
thinking.
we talk.
You came in with a printed out article.
Yeah, and I know I was describing this, and I just thought it was funny. And basically, they analyzed all the factors, and what they found out is that people choose credit cards.
Typing on his imaginary typewriter.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
I'll get something very customized for you.
And
Here's a credit card.
So the Planet Money story was that basically people choose credit cards based on only one factor, which is how heavy they are when you hold them in your hand.
What?
Yeah, the heavier the credit card,
out.
the heavier the credit card, the more people want it, and the better they perceive it to be.
I'm literally the exact opposite because we've talked about our thin wallets. Like,
I'm just saying
wow.
that's. I mean,
Oh,
you
no,
know,
I believe you.
it's not
That
literally
makes
every. It's
sense.
not literally every person, but that's like how many people decide.
Well, it's almost like when they do sound tests, like all of the things being equal, the one that's slightly louder always wins. So you have to really be careful which ones.
Yeah, when you
thinks,
go to Costco, the TV with the highest contrast is the one that looks the best.
that's the way you should do it. You're right. It's called demo mode.
Yeah, which one has the best frame interpolation?
I like it when it looks really smooth, like a soap opera.
I actually think that I'm going to start a movement where you go to your parents' house and turn on the frame interpolation.
Turn the brightness way. Oh, and the sharpening. I love the sharpening.
And here's the angle. Here's the angle on my charity, on my cause. Is look at how much joy it brings to people to lead that charge of like, you got to go to your parents' house and turn off the frame interpolation. Eventually, the frame interpolation is going to be turned off, and they're going to lose their cause, right?
But you're saying you go in and turn it on, and now
I'm saying I have a counter. I'm like
You're the counterculture.
I'm like a counter revolutionary, and you know you need something. The joy is in the struggle.
That's right. You're the Mao in the living room. La,
Right.
la, la.
Wait, is that the end of the credit card story?
Oh no! So basically the guy. Okay, so I told the guy the heaviness thing, and then he was like, "Well," he was like, "That's interesting you mentioned that because the card I was going to recommend is called the J.P. Morgan Palladium card." And he takes it out of his wallet and drops it onto the table, and it's like it's like a solid piece of sheet metal, and it like clatters onto the table.
And did you unconsciously go ooh? Because
Yeah, I picked it up.
I totally would.
I picked it up, and he was like, "Let me tell you a little bit about the rates and the benefits." And I was like, "Stop talking. I want it."
Do you have it with you?
I applied for it. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not.
That's
how it works. Yeah, I got rejected. Well, I get very scared every time it like regarding credit cards because like for various reasons and like health stuff, I racked up a bunch of credit card debt in college, and now I can pay. I'm lucky enough that I can pay it off, and they're like, no, you can't pay it off all at once. And I'm like,
that's how they get you.
I'm like, what? Wait, what? And how like, but bankers and
this is like taking blackjack tips from someone who owns a casino.
No.
Let me tell you how the system wants to get you. It's like Sean Hannity talking about the media. It's like, what? Are you even hear what you're saying?
That Obama portrait was covered in semen.
Has so much cum. He had so much forehead cum.
What's
Ms. Cox, a lot of people are going to tell you that you should keep zero balance on it. That's an inaccurate thing.
Boy, was he
You want
eating
to
his...
really rack that up and then pay out just a little bit. Only the interest. The interest is the part that people are really looking at.
I have like
Here's a
5
very
cents
heavy-
of
here's a very
interest
heavy
every
card.
month. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know
Merlin,
what's
that
happening.
that Obama portrait was so covered in cum, you could really tell he was eating his 7 almonds. Where's my bell? Someone do the bell. Thank you.
I consider myself a human guinea pig. So what I like to do is
screw the
I'm
bell
an
in
entrepreneur.
place.
It's something I call content jacking.
Hey, Merlin, that Obama portrait was so covered in semen that you could really tell he was eating his 7 almonds. It really is.
Do one more. Do one more for safety. Go ahead.
All right, we'll get one more take.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Sean Hannity complaining about the media. Am I right?
Hey, did you guys see this? Did you guys hear about this?
What?
Sean Hannity saying that the Obama portrait was covered in cum. Boy, that President Obama, he must have been really eating his 7 almonds.
Hey. A lot of these baseball players today, they got really silly names. Good story, Max. So you're hoping to be in receipt of a Palladium card. You're hoping to get a card.
We'll see. If I get it, I'm going to come in and tap it on the microphone. You can hear how heavy it is.
I really want to hear it drop. I don't know why. I just
I got one new card in the new format. The one with the
chip
number on the back.
format.
The
I see.
The chip and pin.
Oh God, fish and cushion. Let me go grab my wallet. Hang on, I'll be right
Let
back.
me tell you my idea for a funny tumbler that I always...
Don't say anything funny. I'll be right back. I got my.
Well,
headphones
that's almost
really
certainly
getting-
assured.
You're really getting in on Tumblr at the peak of its popularity.
No, I thought of a good I thought of a really funny like single serving tumbler that I should do that I forget about, but I remember it all the time that what a good idea it would be. But do you guys ever know do you ever notice when you go to like CVS or whatever how they have every one of them that doesn't have the chip and pin working has a more ridiculous system to tell you that than the last? Like they have like some sort of like cardboard box shoved in there, and it's like, do not put card. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the tape gets increasingly stronger each place you go.
So, the best is when it's just taped over with the clear tape, when it's just like Scotch tape.
And then says no chip.
And then the other one is like some of them have like a little branded plastic flag that comes out of the credit card thing where it's just like the Container Store will be getting a chip and pin system soon. But I thought that would be fun. I thought just taking a picture. Someone should take a picture of all of those and make like a single serving tumbler. Like
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I have one. So I have two of my cards have Chip Boys. Oh, actually, this is a dead card. Take this one away. And I have one that has the number in the back not raised. And it feels, I mean, it's like, it doesn't feel much more substantial than like my ACLU card. Fucking, God damn it. So last year, when I was exactly a year ago this month, when I was fretting about the election, I joined the ACLU. Mm-hmm. And give them a monthly contribution. Only because in the 90s, it became a running bit that liberals were all like, card-carrying members of the ACLU was the joke. And they sent me, I was so excited, they know me, right? I'm just like the sucker waiting for the Palladium card. They sent me a fucking credit card-sized, beautiful ACLU membership card. And I thought it was so baller. I kept it in my wallet. It was so cool. Right? So now I got an ACLU guy.
You're a literal card-carrying member of the ACLU?
Literal card-carrying member. Guess what? A year later, they're like, oh, yeah, we re-upped your account. And they sent me this little, it's like less than paper. It's like the sticker that you remove from something is the new card.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This?
It's like a decal you'd put on your car window.
It's like a decal.
Yeah, I got that this year, too. I'm going to have a word with them. All right, I have two. Can I promote some stuff quickly?
Yes, please.
Now that you mentioned the ACLU.
Yeah, tell me, what are you excited about? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
So I have three things to promote. Number
great.
one, for listeners of the podcast, you should probably know that we have a Patreon. We do a second episode of Due by Friday every week where we talk about our, this week Alex and Merlin are going to reveal their credit scores live on the air in the after show. And it costs only $5 a month. That's our premium feed. You can go to giveusyourfuckingmoney.com and find out about that. That's number one. Item number two, Cards Against Humanity. If you're in Chicago, we are bringing back our live show. You can come catch us on February 23rd at the Greenhouse Theater.
No, they can't.
Is this a Slate? Is this
it's sold out?
Podcast
I thought I had to plug it.
America?
No, it's
What's
sold
happening?
out in 24 hours.
Never mind. I thought we had to.
Wait. No.
I thought I had to push tickets. Someone told me I had to push tickets.
No.
Never mind. Don't come to that. Go fuck yourself.
But go to cardsagainsthumanity.com/Chicago and you can sign up for our local mailing list.
No, we don't need more people. We already sold out.
We're not using the other app.
In the future.
That's number two. And then number three, I am this year, I am the co-chair of the ACLU's fundraising annual fundraising lunch. And that means I have to ask people for money. If you would like to join me in supporting the ACLU and raising a bunch of money for them, this is not public at the time that we're recording, but by the time the episode comes out, it will be. So you can go
can we get a link for show notes?
Yes, there'll be a link in the show notes, or you can go to my website, which is maxexistentialism.com. If you're in Chicago, hit me up on Twitter if you want to come to the lunch, and I will send you information on getting a table for yourself or your company. It is fully tax deductible. I probably don't need to tell people who listen to the show how good the ACLU is, but they're really sticking their thumb right in Trump's eye.
Can you talk to somebody about getting me a better fucking card? Can you put in a word for me?
I'm serious. I will. I actually will bring that up with the next time I talk to someone.
Okay, I don't want to be a dick about it, but I mean, I feel like they kind of
that's a signature thing that the ACLU does is that you get a cool
I feel like the card should get nicer every year. I feel like rather than degrading, there's that thing where like you turn on your Comcast and you get a real good signal for a minute and then it slowly degrades over time as a way to save bandwidth. I feel like they're doing that to me psychically. So like if you could get me like a more baller card every year, maybe that's just an idea.
It's like, how do people pick which charity lunch to attend? It's the one that gives you the heaviest card.
Okay, you know what? That's a good point. Anything else you want to promote, Max?
Are they thinking? Are people going like, oh, is it the Charity Navigator score? Is it the important work that they do protecting women's access to reproductive health here in Illinois?
Nope. Way to the card.
It's the way to the card. You can't send people a fucking flimsy ass windshield
fucking
decal.
Bullshit, man. It's like a sticker that doesn't have sticker on it.
Yeah,
it's the worst. Fucking ACLU. I don't know why I'm helping these people. Patreon. You gotta give us your fucking money.com.
You will not be receiving any card.
You get nothing. Yes, you there, Alexandra. Alexandra, are you having a nice Ash Wednesday? Did you get your forehead done?
I did. There's always a conflict.
Wait, for real?
Me. Yeah, but here's the thing. As most people know, well, no, most people don't know. You listen to this show, you don't watch it. When I'm stressed out, I tend to play with my hair. No, actually, no, not just when I'm stressed. Anytime, ever. And
that's my secret. I'm always stressed.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just always my hair looks the same way anyway. But I
cared about my podcast until I got Ash face.
Everybody likes yours better. Fuck you. Okay, so anyway, Alex, it's Wednesday and you're stressed out, so you're rubbing off your Jesus cross?
Well, no, I wasn't stressed, but I noticed my hand was all dirty, and I'm like, I'm not reading a newspaper. And then they were very thick ashes, so my forehead was quite dark, and I was like, do I wash this off? And so I just kind of smeared it more, and so now there's a bunch of ash deep in my pores, and you can't really see it.
Did you see? I want to come back to this, but I'm curious on Twitter or elsewhere. Did you see Mick Mulvaney this morning?
No,
because
yeah, it looked like his exoskeleton was peeling away from his face.
Well, he has a real. I mean, okay, so first of all, good for him. He went and got the ashes. It's real dark and real crossy, and now I'm just standing by waiting for the report that Donald Trump is mad that he had dirt on his head. I'm gonna go ahead and put a stake in the ground here. By the time this comes out, there will be a report from inside the White House about how Donald Trump thought he looked dirty on TV. It's real serious. He's got a big cross. Did you see it, Alexandra?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Did you guys see the story about Steve Mnuchin's sad hot wife?
Yeah, I like that outfit too. It's a good outfit.
Apparently,
it's not a popular opinion, but I thought it was a really nice outfit.
Apparently, she's sad about all the false friends out there on social media, and that people are mean to her and her husband. And there was a whole lifestyle piece about how upset she was that people made
between that and Quincy Jones. It's been a good week for should you really have said that interviews?
What can you explain I kind of missed the Quincy Jones thing because
they were talking about it on GabFest this morning. Basically he's a guy with no more fucks to give, and a part of the fun of an interview like that, I'm cribbing from GabFest, which I always listen to as I'm preparing for this. Part of the fun of that is is he a reliable narrator? Is he just telling a story? Does he actually think the Beatles couldn't play their instruments? Does he actually think that Michael Jackson is a plagiarist? But it was a very silly interview that I think you have to take with a grain of salt. I think a lot people were way more amused and entertained by it than I was. I thought it was a bit of he was kind of taking the piss a little bit.
Isn't he a villain to most people? I'm like,
no.
Oh, no, people like him.
You might be thinking of Phil Spector.
I don't know anything.
He's isn't Ann Perkins from Parks and Rec? Isn't that his daughter?
Yes.
Oh.
The daughter with Peggy Lipton from the Mod Squad, who was my first crush. Brady's Bits. Mm-hmm. Peggy Lipton. Peggy Lipton. Let's look at pictures of Peggy.
I just rewatched almost all of The Office.
If Peggy Lipton would wear that Mnuchin lady
the
outfit.
American one. The British one is I watched it and I think it's brilliant and funny. But
British Parks and Rec? What are you talking about?
The British Office.
Oh yeah.
But it is a little cruel. It's not something I want to it's not like a place I want to go back to. I don't really.
It's different, but it's so dry.
Right.
So dry.
It was really revolutionary when it came out, and now when I go back to revisit it, it's mainly feels mean. It feels kind of mean to me.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not dragging it. It's just not. It's I loved it when I watched it the first time, and I don't ever need to see it again.
It's definitely very awkward. Racial.
I do like. I like
based on factors.
Did you guys ever watch Extras?
Oh, yes.
Extras is very.
Extras
funny.
holds up. I think Extras holds up better than The Office, the British Office.
By that time, I've seen everything. I've seen everything.
Merlin, I want to know about your. I'm looking at Peggy Lipton. Not doing it for me.
She looked like the doctor. Let me see.
Not doing it for me. Just a blonde lady. I mean,
okay.
Well, that's a picture of Rashida Jones.
Well, wait. No. See, there's a bunch.
Google,
yeah.
What's her name?
Peggy Lipton.
Google young Peggy Lipton, though. That's your problem.
Oh, that's no. Okay, they're black and white photos of
what year, Merlin?
Look like Oh,
I'm not going to say.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what? I'm out of this conversation.
Same stuff.
I want to be
There's
excluded from
black
this
and white,
narrative.
She's very attractive.
I don't
Man,
harsh on
I'm
your
losing my
crushes.
gay edge.
You crush on one of the
Ugh.
worst people. You crush on one of the 5 worst people alive right now.
Yeah, I want to ball gag.
I was 4
Elon
years
Musk
old,
and
Alex. I was 4
throw him
years
in a
old, and I
bus.
had a crush on a blonde lady, and you're harshing on it. That
I'm
is
sorry.
really.
I'm sorry. No, she's very. I'm glad that I'm the person on this podcast critiquing a woman's looks. Max, did you have a first crush? Was it a Star Trek lady?
Yeah,
I assume
Google.
it was
Do you have
a Star
that Google
Trek.
thing still open?
Yes.
Google 1997 Denise Richards.
Oh God, yes, yes. Those eyebrows. Oh my God, those
Oh, my.
I
eyebrows.
was an
were
early. I just want to say I was.
extraordinary.
I just want to say I
Lord.
was. I just want to say I was an early adopter of Denise Richards as being hot. I saw her in Starship Troopers, and I proclaimed her as hot.
She used to be in magazines. She was like a model lady.
Yeah, but
I found her. I had photographs of her.
But then she was in like a Bond movie and stuff, and everyone agreed that she was hot.
Yeah.
But I was early. I was early to that party. Starship Troopers. You guys seen that movie?
No, I've not.
You've never seen Starship Troopers?
It feels
Merwin?
like a boy movie. I don't know. It's like one
Oh
of
my
those
God.
things like
This is
Animal
the
House.
This
where
is a
it's just-
challenge.
oh,
Okay.
no.
So Starship Troopers is by Paul Verhoeven, who made RoboCop.
Problematic. Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's problematic.
Oh, he's super
I
problematic.
mean, who is
Why?
that?
Is he really?
Anybody who's traumatized by the Nazis is going to make some weird movies.
Okay. Well, I don't know the
well,
weird.
He's a Dutch, isn't he?
What does that mean? He enjoys bad cookies? I don't know what that means.
Wooden
He's got
shoes.
he's got his
problematic.
clogs. What's going
Problematic.
on?
He loves windmills.
I love windmills.
So I think RoboCop is like a great and enduring movie. The original RoboCop is a great and enduring movie because it's like part good action movie, and it was earnestly, I think, received as like a good what was it, like late 80s action movie. But
Yeah.
but also it's like biting social commentary. I think like all the corporate stuff and that design, the design of that Ed robot
it had such a
that falls
look to
over.
it.
Yeah, but it's such a send up of like Reagan business era and like that whole era of like industrial design and fashion and everything. Like and I think that gets lost in the thread of like also that's a good action movie. And Starship Troopers, in my reading of that film, is an equally brilliant social satire. But
It's kind of ultimately about xenophobia.
it's about a lot of things. It's about the American movie watching audience, I think, is mainly what it's about. But it like fails as an action movie. It's so
Is it pretty campy?
oh my God. It's so campy and so goofy, and the action is so over the top, and it's so gross, and there's like gratuitous nudity and all of that. And I think people took it earnestly the same way they took RoboCop, and the movie fails in that way. But it's like,
Right.
but I still love it. I'm totally thrilled by that movie, and I think it's brilliant. And it's really divisive. Like film people have really different opinions.
I feel like that's absolutely accurate. There are people who just unironically love it, and other people who are like it's like the most dangerous kind of trash.
Yeah, well, it is the most. It's both, and that's that's part of the satire. Like it is the thing that that's the kind of satire that I like. Is when you fearlessly inhabit the thing that you want to make fun of. Like the Ricky Gervais Office, right? Like that show is hard to watch because he like fearlessly, like that's the difference between the British and the American version. Is Ricky Gervais is like really inhabiting that character and letting you see him for all of his flaws. In the American Office, there's a kind of cowardice of like we're going to redeem these characters by the end of every episode.
Yeah.
Right.
This is one of those things where I know that I'm going to go watch it and have a very strong opinion that is either completely agreeing with everything you say.
Well, you're definitely
or...
going to watch it because it's going to be my next challenge.
It's
We're
so
gonna watch
good.
RoboCop.
Okay, stop. Peanut butter, stop. I'm getting terrible like pseudo robot voice from you guys. Is it me or you? Are you hearing me? Okay.
Yeah, I hear
Yep.
you. Okay, so it's probably us.
You're dropping out and
me-
getting wibbly wobbly.
Mommy.
So
We're
I
all
don't
made of
know.
stars.
I would prefer not to have that if we can
Let's reboot.
not have that. But then, no, we already have latency issues where we lose the rhythm of the conversation, which drives me insane. I hate when we say something at exactly the same time and then it sounds like I'm saying it half a second later. It drives me nuts. Boy, Phil Spector had some great hair. Look at that hair.
Boy, I hate when we say something at exactly the same time, but then it sounds like.
Yeah, so look at that. Are you exploring Phil Spector, Alex?
No, I pay attention to this show. normally.
Have you? Well, you just added it to notes. So did you?
I'm just getting ahead of the curve. No, I have not.
You should go look at pictures of Phil Spector.
Oh, that sure is a mustache.
Yeah, but the hair. Appreciate the hair.
Okay. I'm seeing it now.
Let me see.
Yep. Oh,
see, too.
God.
It's all different varieties because it's all fake. It's all fake, but it's gotten more outlandish over the years.
Wait. This is a man who chose this.
This
look.
is a bald man, and that is
Okay.
fake hair that he chose to have in court.
Okay.
No, keep going though, because he's got a whole bunch. He's got a little bit of a shag at one point. He's got a kind of Tommy Wiseau going on at one point. He's got a lot of excellent looks
The one where he's bald and smiling, just
with the hearing aids.
There's
one where he looks like Moloch from Watchmen. It's kind of upsetting.
Gosh. I want to hear about the mystery pill you took this morning. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Hold. Sidebar. No, you were both very selfish and did not ask me about my first crush, which was Emma Watson. The end. Mystery pill.
From what?
Problematic.
Okay. She and I are the same age. I
Doesn't
was
matter.
watching.
You're still a pervert. You're still a pervert.
It's very problematic to sexualize.
Yes.
My God, do you know how they fixed her up for the movie? She's supposed to have real tangled hair. You know what? Oh, God.
Plus, they made her white. When J.K. Rowling said that in the books, she was clearly black.
Dumbledore was definitely gay the whole time.
J.K. Rowling's, yeah. She recently said.
Hermione was originally a small person from the Pacific Islands who was trans fluid,
and she talked to the Rock.
Right.
I accidentally clicked on the Twitter Moments tab the other day, and the story that popped up was J.K. Rowling says there was at least one Jewish wizard at Hogwarts.
Oh, stop talking!
No.
You're making it worse. Stop. Wait a minute. Hang on a second, Alex. I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick about this Emma Watson situation. Some time ago, we wrote a Cards Against Humanity card that was like how wrong it is to sexualize Hermione Granger.
No! You're making it worse. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's a good card.
And okay, well,
he's just asking a question.
A lot of people in this office got mad at that card, and they said, we can't publish that. And we said, why can't we publish that? We're saying it's wrong. We're saying how wrong it is to sexualize Hermione Granger.
I think this has gotten cut out of previous episodes. So, Max, please tell us about the Emma Watson card that almost was. What is the text of the card?
No, I think I played it. It's in the game, right?
What is it? It's how wrong it is to sexualize Hermione Granger, but it never got into the game.
Wait, really? Oh, maybe it was a playtest.
And I thought, and where were
You're
you?
just asking the question.
We said it was wrong in the card, and people got mad at us. And
I'm not
Alex,
in the writer's room. I don't know.
But it wasn't in the writer's room. It was other people in the company got mad and said, you can't make that joke.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We're saying
it's
it's
not a joke.
wrong.
It's a question. It's literally just a question.
We're saying it's wrong.
We can't have conversations about this anymore?
Yeah.
I think it's okay for another 10. You know, this is a controversial hot take, but I think it's okay for one 10-year-old to have a crush on another Hollywood 10-year-old who is a very smart wizard and can travel through time. She was so...
Okay. All right. But would you feel comfortable looking for sexy pictures of her when she was 10?
Well, but that's the point, is I was not... No. Men are terrible and creepy.
But when you do it, it's cool.
Yeah, right.
When a 10-year-old, okay. Oh, this is actually a new thing that I was very. Are you familiar with stanning?
Yes.
This recently came into my lexicon.
I'm shipping stanning.
And people liking this.
I hate this generation so much. I hate
It's so gross. It's so gross. And the poor Stranger Things kids who are harassed and have to act like they're 35. Man, this is sad. I'm done.
Lipstick thespian. So
I'm a stan of Steve Mnuchin's sad hot wife. I stand.
It's just hanging in her closet. It's toxic. She can't even wear it anymore. Hurts me too.
Yeah,
it's a good outfit.
She gets sad whenever she puts her evil gloves on.
I want to. I know.
To touch the money.
Send her my stamp collection.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor bastard. He's just like, what goes through his mind? Like, what could possibly go through his mind?
He looks very hapless whenever he's in a picture. He looks like he never looks like he's like
thinking, should I be standing somewhere else?
Yeah, he never looks like he's like 100% sure of what room he's in.
Am I supposed to be? Your name is on the money. Your name is on the money, Stephen. You make a signature on all the money. It's on this monies and that monies. Your name is on all of the monies. She goes into her Darth Vader chamber. So first of all, I'm trying a new kind of caffeine. I have two new pills. I have two new pills that I'm deploying. One is I'm taking a new kind of science caffeine. It's a slow release. And I'm also trying a new, as part of the stack, I'm trying a different pill, and which I'm just starting today. This came up because you said this morning. How did it come up? We were talking about a pill challenge.
I was very engaged in your other program, Roderick on the Line, where John Roderick talks about all the medications he's on and how difficult it is to find a bespoke pill case, which that really resonates with me because about once a week, all of my pills are at the bottom of my backpack and they're like covered in cat hair. Oh no, my lamotrigine. Well,
So it's just a tumbleweed of pills and cat hair.
It's really sad. It's like just the picture of mental illness. That's
a little callback.
Yeah, I know. I caught that.
Yes, I was. I thought we were just gonna let it ride, but nope, got a ding.
Reference acknowledged. Your name is on all the monies.
Well, and the thing that John Roderick was talking about that really. You were about how.
Is this the pill that someone sent to us on Twitter?
No, maybe.
I'm asking Merlin.
I don't know.
Where'd you find out about this pill, Merlin?
I don't remember. Might have been Twitter.
I think someone just sent us this pill on Twitter, and you just ordered it, and now you take it.
Oh my God, I'm just taking powders that people tell me to take?
On the internet.
I did that? Holy shit, I might have done that. I got Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Theacrine.
It's part of my stack now. It makes me come so hard.
Enhances energy.
Well, it is sold by a company called Double Wood LLC.
Double Wood Supplements.
Yes!
Double Wood Supplements.
I have to take them on account of my neurourethra.
Don't play lawyer ball.
Hupperzine.
Theacrine Depot.
Oh my God, Merlin, it's a nootropic. This is the same thing that Alex Jones sells.
Well, you want to really get it.
Am I boosting my tea?
Alpha GPC.
You know what? You guys don't deserve to hear my first-hand report.
No,
I was going to report to you
no.
live from the show floor, but now I've lost interest.
I want to hear. I need to stop looking at.
Are you
Hermione Granger
are you
pictures.
exceeding 400 milligrams per day?
No. I'm taking an easy ramp in
because that's how it says on there. Don't exceed 400 milligrams per day. But I have it on good authority that to really get the results, you got to hyper stack it.
There's you
got to turbo stack it.
You want to really get in there and turbo stack. You want to get in there and boost that.
No. Just took one. So far, so good. Yeah.
I mean, this isn't really subject to any sort of FDA testing or approval. So as far as I can tell, the maximum dosage.
I mean, what is the FDA really?
That's just an opinion of theirs.
What is the FDA really? I mean.
I really like how the other product, Hooperzine, it says third-party tested, which is good. Huh? Oh, great. Okay.
You can also tell this is real science stuff because the label has a picture of like a molecule.
Yeah.
Like a diagram.
At first I thought it was
this must
that
be
makes
sciencey.
me think, if I see a picture of a molecule on it, here's the thing. If I see a picture of like a pomegranate on it, I basically think, you know what, this doesn't work, but it's harmless because these people don't know what they're talking about. And it's just a fruit. But if I see a picture of a molecule on it, I'm like, you know what? These people know enough to be dangerous.
Please show this to your lady friend. Show this to your lady friend and ask her if this is anything. Please.
I'm literally texting her right now.
You are?
Yeah. Okay. Is this molecule?
Is this anything? Is the depot made of theacrine?
Yeah, it's sold. Is that the name of the company? Theacrine Depot?
No.
Double
wood.
No, that's the seller on Amazon. But I think the name of the manufacturer of the drug is called Theacrine Depot. And I was just thinking, what if you were just driving downtown and you passed a store called Theacrine Depot?
Oh no, it's Teacrine at the very bottom. There's tea, a little.
That'd be
leaf.
That's a pretty name for a girl.
Yeah.
And then my daughter Teacrine. Teacrine, get in here. You get your powders in this house right now. Teacrine. Is that problematic?
Who could say?
Oh, it says here it's proven safe and
Merlin,
on
I think you
website.
should be safe. I think you should be safe. You should turn that into a joke about how wrong it would be to make that joke.
Is it wrong? Wait a minute. I think I put an afro on an afro. And they got this guy over here. We got no soup. It says here that it's proven safe and effective. Teacrine. It's a potent energy-boosting supplement related to caffeine, but more effective and non-habit forming. It says here it's non-toxic and has few side effects. Oh, actually,
so this is all part of your. So this is all part of your drive to wean yourself off of coffee, because the coffee was.
No, you misunderstand. You misapprehend. You seek answers, but you do not know the question. I'm trying to get off the need to drink coffee every morning to feel like I'm doing a thing.
Right, and now instead of. Well, and here's the thing.
People get to know my fucking business when it doesn't even matter.
No. But Merlin, here's the deal. I get that this makes a lot of sense because coffee, it's like you go through your life and like, who can find a coffee? Like, you want a coffee? That's a big problem. Is like some mornings you wake up and you're like, oh, I need a coffee, but where would I find a coffee? It's such a rare and exquisite treat. But now you take these theacrine pills and those are everywhere. You get those anywhere.
I am on time. I am on time for stuff, Max, just for what it's worth.
You have no time for stuff?
No, I'm on time for things.
You're on time. Well, yeah.
Yeah. How's it going, Alex?
I promise I'm not looking at pictures of Emma Watson. She's my age. Okay.
Yes, that makes it okay. You know what? You are retroactively okay to look at pictures of her being a hot 10-year-old.
No. Perks of being a wallflower. It was such a mediocre. Okay, since we're an accidental health podcast now, you've put in the notes here. What? Was that a mean joke? What?
Wait, are they talking about? They're talking about how hot they thought Emma Watson was on this episode.
No, I don't. Dig Dug, Merlin, why are you ditching your Fitbit?
Because I want to go on record as saying that it's wrong to sexualize Hermione Granger. I think a lot of people.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people might be confused about where I stand on that issue.
Thank you.
I'm saying
that someone finally had the courage to say it.
I'm
the courage
saying
of
that
his
it's
convictions.
wrong.
Thank you.
I'm saying that it's wrong.
Thank you.
Okay? So no one is allowed to get mad at me because I'm simply...
Oh, my God. You're so brave.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God. You know what? There's going to be so many people out there wearing diapers and dressed like Hermione Granger. Wah, wah. Max wants his safe space. Meh, meh, meh. I just made a doodle in my bastic. Yes, you there, Alexandra. Wah, pulling the libs.
I'm not allowed to laugh.
I'm wearing a wig.
On the show.
I got a wig and crooked teeth.
Yeah, Alex, what is that laughter? What are you doing, a little Paul Schaefer character here?
Yeah, what are you doing? You trying to be the next Jimmy Fallon? Look at this guy over here. What are you doing? Are you trying to be Jimmy Fallon? Is that you the Jimmy? What are you now? You're the Jimmy Fallon of podcast? Is that what you are? Is that what you're going for?
That's going to be so sad for this guy. So basically, the story behind
that was
this,
a translation error. That had to be a translation error.
Basically, this was a guy from Germany, and he sent us a tweet to the @Do by Friday account, I think yesterday, and he said, "Hey, I just listened to my first episode of Do by Friday, and Alex is super annoying, laughing all the time at everything. What is she trying to be, the Jimmy Fallon of podcasts?" And I clicked on his, I
didn't even see this. That's a.
And I clicked on his profile, and that's his only tweet. He's never tweeted before or since. So he listened to one episode. This is this guy's story, okay? He was like one of his friends.
Love podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, one of his friends was like, you got to listen to the show Do by Friday. He's like, okay, I'll check it out. Downloads the podcast, subscribes, listens. Doesn't
have chapters.
Doesn't like Alex's laughter. Writes an email to the show. Writes a tweet to the show complaining about it. Next episode he listens to, we're making fun of him. We're putting him on blast.
Okay, I'm going into Simplecast and using the early beta preview of total downloads by city. I'm drilling into you, fucking Germany. I'm going to find this guy.
Let this be a lesson to any of our listeners. If you complain about any of our female hosts of vocal fry, we're putting you on blast. Unless you're a $10 member at giveusyourfuckingmoney.com. In which case you can say anything you want about Hermione Granger.
Hermione Granger will dress in a diaper and just jump on your stamp collection.
Yeah. That, by the way, that's actually what the Germans.
Good.
Yeah. It's that kind of conversation that brings the Germans to the podcast.
Brings all the Germans to the yard. So, did you hear anything back from Veronica?
Yes. Real-time follow-up. The answer is just yes. And then I remembered that Veronica has a real job. Oh, fuck. It's a caffeine derivative. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's molecules all over the place on the internet science site. Look at that.
Wait, so Veronica said it's a caffeine derivative?
Yes.
Oh. Tell her Max said Happy Valentine's Day.
I got you this HDMI switcher.
Well, it's for both of us.
know you like to switch inputs. Click, click, click. Hey, honey, you ever notice how there aren't that many HDMI ports on the TV? Well, happy Valentine's Day.
All right, we should talk about our challenge.
Oh, no, hold on.
No, there's more. You got more note cards over here?
Are we already up to that? I don't even know what time it is. What I wanted to say to you, Alexandra, is that I don't know if I'm totally ready. The thing is, I've owned probably 3 or 4 Fitbits since I got the Apple Watch because it just keeps falling apart and I need a new one. They're not very well made. The main reason I've been keeping the Fitbit, the 2 reasons, far and away, number one, it does automatic sleep tracking, which means if I take a nap or when I go to bed, like it automatically does sleep tracking, and that's the main thing. The other thing I like
how
is,
do it know?
I think
Your
it's a
heart
little bit
rate
Disney
drops,
magic.
You don't move.
It's looking for and we'll get to this in a second.
What if that's after I eat a big meal?
I do kind of wonder about
I think it's looking for a difference in heart rate, less movement. It's using some kind of like combination of things that now is done totally fine by an Apple Watch app that I'll get to in a second. But I also like that it automatically detects if I'm walking more than 10 minutes, it counts it as a workout. Like I don't have to enter that manually, which I like. But the truth is, I've now been living with AutoSleep, the AutoSleep app for iPhone, for long enough that I've gotten past the redonkulous UI. We talked about this, Max. This is the app that's like a companion. The same people who do your heart app make this sleep app. But you're not a sleep with a watch on person, so it's probably not for you.
I would do it. Is it AutoSleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're only sleeping.
So I use
AutoSleep.
I use AutoSleep, but I just do the thing where whenever I charge my phone, when I plug my phone in at night, that's approximately when I go to sleep.
Okay, that works. Yeah. You could also if you charge your phone a little bit twice a day. This is an _David Smith trick, but like if you take off your watch in the morning and charge it while you take a shower and get ready, put it back on, do your day, and then when you're home from work and mostly like cooking or something, like put it on the charge stand again, and you'll be plenty good to sleep with it if you want.
You know what? For the most part, I come home from work and I put my Apple Watch on its charger. Because I don't, it's not really comfortable if I'm like if I'm like, I don't know, if I'm like lounging, I don't really want.
Part of it is I'm just trying to make myself use it for more stuff. I've got the fanciest, newest one, and it is very capable. So I'm trying to just make myself.
Okay, all right. I have so many questions. And by the way, this is not, we don't have time for this week, but I'm doing a bunch of home automation stuff, and it's, it's kind of.
Oh, wow, that was an interesting noise.
It's kind of.
It's going to be fun to watch you do
We're
that.
We're going to get a lot of letters about the female host's vocal fry,
family
Alex.
of products. The North does not. The North remembers.
Hugh can suck my balls. Let me tell you the secret. Let me listen to everyone.
Well, they'll suck your balls so much better than that other bullshit you're using.
Let me tell you something. The best. Listen, you guys have sent me down the wrong road with home automation. The way to start is not smart light bulbs. Smart light bulbs are awful. The way to start with home automation is smart.
Also, hate Les Mis.
Listen to me. The way to start with home automation is smart light switches. It's the switch.
Okay.
They go in the wall. You never have to charge them or worry about them. They just always work. And what's cool is like, so basically, in my office, like my little like cave that I built for myself, I have all my lights and like the ceiling lights and stuff on dimmer switches that are smart switches, and I can use a voice assistant, so I can go, okay Siri, turn the lights off, or I can even do different scenes. I made if to rules, so I can say, or I think Google has this one where you can go like, hey Google, make the put the movie lights on, and they like dims them appropriately. Like, it's really cool.
It is cool. I also use an app called. These have all gotten better, but now you can also have functionality around sunrise and sunset.
Yep.
Where you don't have to like change it manually. That's come a long way.
You can do that with if to or so the ones
me also does that. Yeah.
So the ones I'm putting in my house are the Lutron brand of smart dimmer switches, and they're HomeKit compatible, and they work with every smart assistant, and they're a little bit costly, but unlike the bulb, you put them in once and they work forever. And they don't need any fucking.
Yeah. So how long have you had those installed, Max? Just to check in. We covered this a few weeks ago. How long have you definitely had that installed and using it?
Like a month.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Just
you've had it
curious.
installed and using it actively for a month.
Yeah. Why?
Okay.
Hey, Marlon, have you ever heard of the Philips Hue switch?
I prefer the Zigbee family of products.
Don't put
you don't have to deal with the light bulb.
Yeah,
Don't put out. Here's the thing with the Philips Hue switch. It's an extra switch that you glue to the wall. Do you see what I'm saying?
Apartment apartment. I can't take things.
You absolutely can.
No,
you just
Max,
need a screwdriver. It's so easy.
No, Max, you know those lovely the house prints that you got me one year for Christmas?
Yeah.
My landlord came in and is like, those can't be on the wall. And I also had them on command strip. So, and he watched as I took all of them down.
I know.
What are you talking about? Your landlord said you
He's-
can't hang a painting in your apartment that you rent?
You can if it is not in a frame, but if it's in a frame, it can fall and damage the floor. Even though we've lived here
he's going to be responsible for that. Oh no, this is
Why
a very
is your
real
landlord
issue.
coming into your apartment and making comments about your paintings? I've like fucking repainted and installed Nest thermostats in every apartment I've ever lived in, and no one ever said anything, and I got my security deposit
My
back.
house is not compatible with a Nest thermostat. So, what I do is you sleep with the watch on. The nice thing about, this is what I'm going to tell you about, Alex, because this is a very exciting thing. Are you using auto sleep?
No, I'm using Sleep Watch. Not for any particular reason,
okay,
just
never
because
mind. There's something I just
I'm getting
noticed
it
in
now,
auto
though.
sleep. The UI for auto sleep is so weird, but they do the greatest thing in there. It's such a hack, but it's so fucking great. In settings, you go in and you click on, it's not called sensitivity, but under advanced settings, you can click and it says, okay, here's 10 different options for how you slept last night. From the most conservative, like you barely slept at all, to the most egregiously overdone, like, oh, you slept a solid 12 hours or whatever. Pick the one of these that is the closest but more conservative of how you actually slept last night.
Ooh.
So like when you get into like the 4, 5, 6 area between 1 and 10, you'll find the one where you're like, okay, that one's definitely too liberal. That one's way too conservative. This one, it's just about right. You click that one and it adjusts across the board to that for your new setting.
Does it do it
It's even better 'cause
retroactively?
Fitbit basically has sleep sensitivity on or off, and that's it. But like if you wake up and you're like, I feel like I slept better than that last night, like you can go in and say, yeah, this is how I slept last night.
Speaking
It's really
of
cool.
Speaking of too liberal, just went on the App Store to get this, and for today they have swipe right for true love, and there are two old men cuddling on a couch, and I think they're implying that they are in a homosexual relationship.
Why is
What
there?
game are
Wait,
they
also
playing?
look at there's like pills
Is that
on
an
the.
abacus?
Yeah, there's
Is that
like,
Gelt?
Yeah, why is there a framed picture of two? Oh, is that them?
That's them
That's them
in
when
their
they're young.
youth.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see. Okay.
They're
Was that
looking
Bitcoin?
nice.
What are they doing? They got a pen and an abacus and some Bitcoin? What is this?
I have no idea.
The app is muted. He's got the little. What is happening in this image? Is this
thought this would
is
be a
this the
cute bit.
NSA?
Now I'm
I
terrified.
think this is the NSA sending a message to someone.
Tales. It says swipe right for true love. Tales of couples who found more than romance on Tinder. What more than romance can you find on Tinder?
I
like
can't
gonorrhea?
imagine.
Felching?
Yeah.
Is it felching? Is that the word for it? Swipe right for true love. Good for them.
They found like a bone marrow match.
We found a new way to bone down.
Max, it was your challenge. Wait, whose challenge was it? Dig Dug, someone help.
Merlin.
Merlin's.
No, it was a collaborative challenge
That's
last
true.
week.
Yes. If you want to hear how we pick our challenges, you can go to giveusyourfuckingmoney.com and pledge, and you get a whole second show every week. Did I do that right?
Loaded with teacrine. The challenge was, what was the challenge? Oh, the challenge was get a haircut.
Yep. Great radio. We got, what a great radio challenge.
We had some angles to it, but the idea was you were getting the haircut, and that was mostly it. I didn't really sell it. Somebody else do it better than me. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Somebody else do it.
So at the time, it felt like a really good idea. Max was like, "Oh, get a different haircut." I'm like, "Oh, okay," because normally I just walk to my Supercuts and I'm like, I just do the thing. But I thought, okay, I'll give myself a treat and go to a nice little salon. So I had my friend. I was literally just like, "Can you make an appointment for me? Here's my calendar."
That was you and Kara, right?
Yeah, former Renee, Kara.
Wait a minute. Why did you have Kara book you a haircut?
Because I don't know where to go or what to do.
I see.
I don't know how to girl.
I really don't.
Did you bring in a picture of 10-year-old Emma Watson? Give me this.
Leviosa. Ma'am, you should leave.
All right, so
Why are you coughing? Are you sick?
what's going on? Are you sick?
I don't think so. Oh,
Do you have the flu? Are you getting the flu? Do you feel like you might be getting the flu?
No.
Do you have a fever? Do you feel like you're getting the flu?
No. No. I think it's because it's warm and like my allergies are kicking in.
I'm definitely going to get the flu, and I know how I'm going to get it too, which is Veronica's going to get it from her students, and then I'm going to get it from her.
I always thought that once people got into college, the whole spreading of sickness would stop, but it's the exact opposite because does she teach undergrads?
She teaches undergrads.
Oh no, because they're just all up in each. Ugh. Anyway,
Carriers. They're all carriers.
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, you should have your students line up before they can come into the classroom. They should have to line up and wash their hands twice. Yeah. And you should supervise to make sure they're doing it and they're using hot water. And she was like, I can't. She's like, that's demeaning.
That's what college is for. Make them go under
That's what I would do.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really don't want to get the flu. I did get a flu.
No.
Hey, I finally get a flu shot, so no peanut butter on that.
Mm-hmm. And you felt sick right after, right?
Yeah, I got a fever.
That's right.
I got a fever.
Yeah,
I got a fever right afterwards. Yeah.
Well, that means you definitely got the flu.
No, the exact opposite. That means the vaccine worked.
Yeah, that was a joke that fell flat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. All right,
that is what people do say that though. They like, oh, you got the flu shot and then you get the flu.
Yes,
no, you don't.
Crazy people do.
I don't think that's accurate.
No, it's not.
It's not. It is. I don't understand why people think that. It's not possible. It's insane. And
I know I'm going to get the flu, and I'm really anxious about it, and I really don't want to get the flu. Mm-hmm. I feel like there might be some confusion on this point because some people might think that maybe I want to get the flu.
Yeah, because you say it so much, it's like don't throw me in the briar patch. But what you're saying, if I understand correctly, is you're saying you do not want to get the flu.
Okay.
I really don't want to get it.
Do you want to get it a little bit?
No, I'm not. No, I mean, part of me thinks it might be. I'm almost academic. I don't know if I've ever had the flu before, so I'm almost like academically curious as to like exactly how miserable I would be. But
you're a little curious, aren't you? You're a little curious.
But
you just
want to get
smidge.
the flu. Oh no,
because
not
like
the flu.
some people get sick for 2 weeks with the flu, and they're really sick.
Yeah.
Some people die.
Yeah.
Oh, they die. They totally die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you get pneumonia, and then you get a sinus infection because your immune system's low. But you should just get a touch of it. Why am I making the Merlin noise this week? Maybe because I don't want to.
It's a good noise. It's a very good noise.
I think my Tina Belcher noise and my Marge Simpson and Lisa Simpson noise have kind of all started like going like morphing together. I'm watching a lot of cartoons.
Speaking of the Lisa Simpson noise, do you remember the episode of Lisa Needs Braces? Dental plan.
Dental plan.
Do you know that episode?
Yes.
They have the plant, but we have the power.
Can you... Alex,
yes,
you've seen that episode of The Simpsons?
Many times.
Give us the Cliff's Notes. What's the plot of that episode?
That's a very good episode.
Okay, so Homer is voted. I don't know. He's in charge. He's chosen to be the leader of the union at the power plant.
Yep.
And so I believe he wants more donuts or like free beer, and in exchange they have to give up their dental plan. And so they go, I don't know why this is happening. I'm very nervous. But then it turns out Lisa needs braces.
Right.
And so because they don't have a dental plan, she gets a terrible headgear, and then Homer
don't get it wet.
Yeah, that's good enough. Do you remember now? Did you see the story about the Tesla employees at the auto plant trying to unionize?
Yes. Oh God. It's
No, tell me.
It's so bad. Okay. So Tesla workers were trying to unionize, and then
the factory workers.
The factory workers, and then Elon
they were trying
Musk
to join UAW.
Was like, well, what if I install a roller coaster with roadsters as the carts on the roller coaster?
Wasn't he also offering? Was it soft serve?
It was also frozen yogurt.
He's literally offering soft serve and roller coaster.
Dental plan. Lisa needs braces.
Lisa needs soft serve.
It's literally the plot. It's literally the plot of the Simpsons episode.
This is one of those things where it's fun to be a parent and hear a story, and you go, "Oh, that's fun. That's fun." So if a tree falls on my kid, we can take her on the roller coaster. That'll be cool. Oh, that's fun. Because, when you're a millennium, you just go, I like some soft serve and roller coasters. You're like, oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Hey, haircuts.
Maybe we can let you retire on the roller coaster. One more.
Alex, I bet that all of your problematic crushes, I bet that Elon Musk and Emma Watson, I bet they go to
they're
those
the top of the list.
Do you know those what's that thing where they go, they set the owl on fire in the woods?
Oh, the Alex Jones thing.
Yeah,
where
what is that?
The Teddy Bear Picnic.
I bet they go to. I bet they go to. Bohemian Grove. I bet they go to that Bohemian Grove shit together.
Is this slash fiction? Is that what this is called? You're saying
no.
10-year-old Emma Watson?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, because she's not 10 anymore,
No.
but she's like an Illuminati.
Oh, I see.
Jazz break. So I, you know what? We're gonna. Normally, I take notes on stories, and then they're not good stories. So I'm just gonna go on the fly here. I went to a very nice salon 1800 in Bucktown, and
Wait, where?
I don't.
Where is it?
I don't.
Bucktown.
Kara drove me. I was looking at my phone. I don't. By Warby Parker. Like that.
Warby Parker.
So like.
Oh, on Armitage.
Yeah,
That's
so
Lincoln,
kind of Wicker
that's-
Park,
That's
whatever.
Neither. That's Lincoln Park.
Wait, no,
my
the
God.
other one.
Oh
No.
my God.
There's
It's
two
not on
Warby
Armitage.
Parkers?
Yes, there are now two Warby
How
Parkers.
could there be two Warby
but also
Parkers?
both of them are next to a Lush, I believe. It's very funny.
Excruciating.
Warby Parker.
Excruciating.
Oh, is it?
Chicago.
It's on Damon?
I
my
think
God.
so.
By the Chipotle?
Okay, so the.
God.
No, it's on state. Wait, I don't. Okay, anyway. So I'm going.
Is it by the three? Is it by the?
cheesesteak? That's not a Philly cheesesteak. I'll tell you about a Philly cheesesteak.
Is that by the three?
is
is
that
by,
Whacker? Huh?
Is it by
The
the
Michigan
three?
Michigan Whacker?
Is that by the three pressed juice places that consecutively opened and closed, one door down from each other in the last 9 months?
All right, now I'm realizing though that afterwards we went to this classic shitty bar, Stanley's, and which is indeed in Lincoln Park. So I think I was in Lincoln Park. Anyway, I went and I sat down, and normally I think we've talked about this. I typically lie to hairstylists and like Lyft and Uber drivers.
Oh, you went to stay? I know where that bar is. I've been scared to go in that bar my entire life because I think I'd get bullied.
Yeah. Well, Kara, she's a
There's
sports
big
person.
TVs in there.
There are.
And they show sports.
No, don't go to bars
Life
with
hack,
TVs.
life hack. They have a dining room in the back that kind of looks like it's like a cozy, like a diner type of place. And
Wow.
And the TVs are smaller. There's not anything like blaring. We watched cross country skiing, which is real hilarious. God bless America. Okay, so I'm sitting in the chair, and I did not lie to him. I said, he goes, like, what are we doing today? And I said, I have to get a different haircut for a podcast. So can I have a haircut that looks like a nice Justin Bieber? And then there's about 5 seconds of silence. And I said, cool lesbian haircut. And then we proceeded. and I feel like I got a fine hair. It's far too cool. Like it's
a good haircut. It's the same haircut I have.
Yeah.
though.
It's a little, wait, I haven't even looked. Yeah. Oh God. No, mine's a little, I got the kind of, I almost said like, can I put like my initials in the side of my head? But I don't like shaved in the side, but I didn't know if that was like a gang thing.
You have more of the undercut.
Yeah, exactly. That's the cool, the Cameron Esposito thing, but short hair. at
Did
the
you know
top.
you sent a live photo of you and Kara?
Probably. I don't turn it off because I don't have balls.
It's really fun to watch. You guys are such dorks.
Where how do I find it? I got to scroll
Do a
back
double
up.
thumbs up, and she's like, "I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at the phone. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at the phone."
Yeah.
And it just loops and loops and loops, and you look insane.
Oh, no. I sent a GIF of it on purpose because the live photo was so ridiculous.
Oh, it's so good. You wear
Oh,
your
look
own
at that!
shirt,
It
you're
is
that guy.
moving.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Lively in the App Store. It's kind of a janky app, but you can make live photos into GIFs. I'm sure there's a
Kara
middle
looks
of those.
nice.
Yes.
Is she nice?
Kara's very nice. Yeah.
Which one? Live.ly? Lively Fun
that
Group
sounds
Video?
Lively.
Live.me?
Lively.
Lively Create Your Own GIF?
Maybe. I can't type now.
I have to double click to install.
No. Good. No. That's not how iOS works. Hold on. This is
Send me a picture of your credit card. I'll get it.
Yeah.
For you.
But I have to say, I've never like this guy, the guy who was cutting my hair, really got that I did not want to talk or have much interaction. But it was just it was nice. I thought that I would not enjoy having my head shampooed. I was wrong. That is great. Holy
Have
shit.
you literally never had your head shampooed?
I
at
did as like
salon?
a kid when my mom would take me to get like fancy haircuts, but I was always like, I don't like. I that's the thing. I was always like, I feel very strange about maybe because the person doing my hair looked like Emma Watson. I'm like, this seems wrong. But this guy, it was like getting a little massage that was baked into the price of getting a haircut, and then it seemed way more reasonable. So I might go this time. I may change my lifestyle and go get a big kid
You know
haircuts.
what? Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear this. Good for you.
Merlin, I feel like you're very inquisitive about our haircuts,
Yep.
and I've noticed that you haven't said anything about yours.
Well, fuck you guys, because I totes did it.
Oh, good. Okay.
My operator had hand surgery, and so I haven't been able to go. I was supposed to go in... Last time I was there was November. I was supposed to be there in December and is now the middle of February. Hello. So I went in. I went in yesterday morning. I sat in front of her door waiting for it to open, and I was her first customer. And I got a trim, which I never get. Oh. My family has told me I should grow my hair long one more time.
What does long mean in this context?
Well, I don't know. I haven't had anything like long hair since 1990.
Oh my!
Really? I mean, I used to have like pretty much shoulder length hair in college, and then I had kind of a weird French boy cut when I was leaving college. But I mean, no, I've had a little bit long on top. Oh, look at that precious angel! Who is that? Is that Captain Janeway? Oh, what a cutie!
You have heated bathroom floors, don't you?
Oh, yes.
That is the blissed out face of a heated bathroom floor.
God. Oh, look at that.
This is so cute.
Look, I learned a new trick.
Yeah.
Wow, lively. Mm-hmm. And so I went in and I asked for trim. She told me about her surgeries, and we had a nice conversation. She told me, and really, really excruciating. She showed me the scars. Talked about the nerves.
Did she cut only one side of your head?
She couldn't tell. So like that kind of operator aphasia. She keeps covering her right eye and then uncovering it. Like what? That would be a funny bit. That would be a funny bit. A hair operator where they didn't know they were cutting just one half of your head, but you kept going anyway because you felt bad. So I got a trim. I still look like homeless Steve Bannon, but yeah, I got a trim.
Get a little blood on the collar.
That's photoshopped. Are you sure that one was photoshopped, Max?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Shit.
Because I saw the original. Someone was like, I saw on Twitter, someone was like, here's the original, and it was
man,
photoshopped.
that sucks. Why can't I have that?
It's amazing that it's plausible, because I saw it and I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
He's going full harpooning.
I didn't question it at all.
I feel like
I saw two fake. Let me tell you something, guys. I got taken in by two fake newses this week, and the problem was they were real news stories from reputable news places.
Oh no!
But the story was like 5 years old. Like, so when I clicked on it, it was from like 2012. So there was one that was going around. I don't know if you might have seen this one, Alex. Like everyone was posting like, oh, like CPD is going to start clearing dibs next week. Did you see that? A lot of people were posting it on Twitter. That article was from 2012. And it's crazy because I've learned now. I've trained myself, like, check the byline, check the website URL to make sure it's not weird.
A lot of
check
them
the
are
date.
like seem like they're deliberately obfuscating when something was posted.
Well, so I think it's part of. Okay, if I had to speculate on something that I don't know anything at all about, but here's my try anyway. It's that basically these publications, like if you think of like the CMS for the Chicago Tribune, it's kind of optimized for their like evergreen list articles, like for example, best brunch spots in Chicago, right? Or like top theaters where you can drink in Chicago or whatever. And they don't want a date on that because you might not use their list if you can see that it's from 2016.
That's a really good point.
But
that is such a good
the problem is, like, when you optimize for that stuff that's going to get the clicks, like, you lose the integrity of the news, which is like, I don't want to see information about police activity that's 5 years old.
Oh, and you run into this on political Twitter where, like, I don't want to name names, but there's like a handful of people that are just like fucking my God, the Axios guy. He posts like 14 links over and over and then retweets for every fucking thing that he posts.
Mike Allen,
Judd
you're talking about?
Legum or whatever his name is, same deal.
Oh, Judd Legume.
Judd Legume, the Bean Boy. He'll do
he's
like
a
6 tweets in a row.
Farmer turned Twitter personality.
Good for him, but he'll do like 6 tweets in a row. That, like, he's obviously just doing some kind of like SEO where it's like, here's 6 tweets about the same length, and you'll retweet the one that you agree with, I guess.
It's habit. I think it's habit. And here's the thing.
I bet they're encouraged to.
Well, here's the thing. So if I am pretty sure I know what the deal is with this, because do you notice that you do see that on the political Twitter list, but you do not see that in your timeline? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
I think
I've seen you do it a couple times because I think you were experimenting.
Yes.
With that as a technique, and I felt like it was an interesting experiment that I've considered just for fun.
Well, I do that occasionally. Okay, well, hang on.
No, it's not a criticism.
No,
if I tweeted more, I would try it. It's just that I don't tweet enough that it wouldn't just be really fucking annoying.
So, okay, so I on your timeline, the timeline is filtered. You don't see every tweet in your timeline in chronological order. And I think if some crazy person, I think what you're worried about if you're a journalist or you're trying to really reach an audience with a link is like, if I just post this to my timeline, people won't see it. So they try 6 different ways with different configurations and hashtags and whatever. And they're
I'm sorry to be such a complete rube here. You're telling me it's like a Facebook style. I don't see everything.
Did you really not know that?
I honestly really didn't. I thought that was a Facebook.
No, Twitter's been doing this for a long time.
See, I see a lot of people.
doing
I think
it.
I've got a special account. People see all kinds of shit on Twitter. I don't see ads, and I don't see the random stuff.
I don't
getting
see ads.
re-added.
I don't see ads on
Well,
Twitter.
I don't
you're
see ads
big
and I
check
don't see-
mark boys. That's probably
Well,
why.
no, I mean, I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is when people talk about these things, it sounds crazy to me. Like people keep talking about Twitter keeps giving me all of these things out of order, like Instagram or whatever, and it's like what are you talking about? I don't get that at all.
Well, do you use a third-party app that might be part of it as well?
No, I primarily use the Twitter.
When you
straight
go
iOS
on the
app.
Twitter app, do you not see the thing that's like while you were away?
No, I see in case you missed it. I click see less often. It doesn't matter, but I see that once every like 3 days.
Okay, I'm telling you, it's filtered and out of order. The new thing I've been seeing is like, here's tweets from people you don't follow that all your friends liked.
Oh,
Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
I also other people say, "Oh, what is all this bullshit of showing just showing me what other people favorited?" I do not see that.
You know what I don't like is sometimes also here's what I see pop onto my timeline like over the last couple of weeks when they're doing this, like, here's what your friends liked, is I see some 22-year-old streamer, a picture of her who posted a selfie, and then I'm like, all your friends liked it, and I'm like, who the fuck liked this? And it's a bunch of horny old men. It's a bunch of 40-year-old men who are faving, and they're like, they're doing their like weird like. Yeah, I'm not afraid to like a selfie of this like Twitch streamer that I like.
What do they call that on Maine? What do they call that?
Yeah, they're horny on Maine.
Horny on Maine.
But they don't think they're being horny on Maine. They think they're being
they're just
discreet.
being supportive.
They're like, hey, this is
I
just a
love you,
little
Hermione.
thing. Yeah, they're just like,
You've aged so well. You're such a classy lady.
they're like, oh, I'm just trying to encourage your body positivity and your, just trying to like, no, don't. Anyway,
I love my curvy streamer.
I know you. Listen, I know all the horny old men on Twitter who I follow. I know that you're faving the selfies of all the like whatever, like young novelist or streamer or whatever that you follow. Anyway, so I think then the thing is, if you read Twitter in a list, though, it doesn't filter, so you see everything.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have my daily timeline, which is, of course, everybody who listens.
But that's why you see Judd Legume post 12 times on the list. But if you followed him, you'd probably only see one of those.
That totally explains it.
I think that's my theory. When I do it, sometimes I post the same link right one after another twice with like different headlines. And sometimes
you do that when you're promoting like a new thing.
Well, like,
and
let's
I
say
think
like
it's very
a new,
interesting.
like let's say a new episode of the show comes out. Like sometimes I don't always know what the right way to sell it is. So sometimes
I know.
sometimes I'll say like, you try two ways. You're like, I'll do a funny quote and I'll say, oh, I really love doing this episode. Check it out. Right. And you see which one people like and I'll delete the other one.
Oh, interesting. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I realize I am exactly what I sound like here, which is like, it appears that I am privileged with something unless I am merely just lucky. It's difficult for me to explain what it is I'm not seeing because I don't know what I'm not seeing. But when everybody talks about all this, like, oh my God, I keep seeing everybody else's favorites in my feed and the horny on mainstream clicks. Like, I don't see any of that. I get like right now, like recommendations for follows that are terrible. I get that.
Sometimes one of these guys will just reply to some girl's selfie or whatever, and they'll just be like, stunning.
No.
God. You know we can see this, right? You know we can see this.
Oh,
Because we
God.
can see this when you do that, sweetie.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Come to Dubai Friday.
Yeah.